I think in the end the Philippines can join, but it can't complete the TPP if you're going to have constitutional bans against investment in certain areas and preventing foreign companies from owning more than 40% equity in certain areas. That's just really not going to work. So Vietnam, Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei have all had to bite the bullet on state-owned enterprises. It was quite tough for all of them. And I think the Philippines has to make some decisions here. These countries that join the TPP are going to attract investment. They're going to get easy market access in the Philippines and the United States for all manner of things they produce. In Vietnam and Malaysia's case, they're going to really take you guys to the cleaners on garments, because their tariffs are going to be 3 or 4%. You're going to pay close to 20%.
Wow.
You can't compete anymore in the U.S. and Japanese markets, two of the biggest ones. And for investment, U.S. investment is relatively small in the Philippines, and you're going to see when new investment opportunities come along. Particularly in the global supply chain that flows from Southeast Asia through China for our iPhones and iPads and all that stuff. Philippines really won't work because the companies are going to look for investment where they have a best housekeeping seal of approval that happened under the TPP. So Philippines has been doing pretty well, but 6% isn't really quite enough, but that's what they've been doing. You've been doing. You can do a lot better.
Better than 6%.
I don't want to tell you to have to join the TPP, but if you don't, you're going to notice 10 years from now, look out, the Vietnamese and Malaysians are going to be going gangbusters, and you're going to be sort of caught in the middle income trap. That's my personal unvarnished view. So, good luck on that. He probably does. The president, Aquino, probably doesn't have to change the constitution to join the TPP, but has to make his successors have to make a commitment to overhaul the constitution to take out some of these economic barriers to foreign companies.
Well, I think one thing that's quite striking is on the issue of the, shall we say, competing agreements to the TPP. Not a lot of activity really going on. I mean, RCEP in particular. It's been quite striking after the TPP was concluded, the debate that was launched inside China on this discussion, and a really robust debate about will we ultimately have to get involved in this thing. It really kind of came out of it really kind of came out of nowhere domestically, and I think it surprised the leadership and so on. Xi Jinping, when China was the host of APEC last year, made a pretty strong pitch with regard to let's just get around this stuff and move on to FTAP. I think that's really where the Chinese position is. But I think it's important for a country like the Philippines to think about a bridging step between where they are now and FTAP, and having TPP or something like that, and standards that are required there, which are much higher than certainly for RCEP, would give you a leg up in terms of thinking about that.